Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining our CCL session. In today's session, we will be covering the importance of NAATI CCL with Ms. Rini Mehta, and she will give you insights about the CCL exam in terms of the format, what to expect, and the important tasks that you should complete in order to get a high score. She'll also cover some important tips and tricks that are essential for you to, quickly crack the exam and get your desired score. And lastly, she will tell you what tasks are actually important in order to get that score. So, Rini, over to you. Let's get started with this session today.
Thank you, Riddhi. Thank you so much, Riddhi. Let's start today's session. I will be guiding everyone about the tips and techniques for NAATI clearing and NAATI exam. And let's see how to cover the exam and what are the things we should focus on so that we can work properly for that and achieving a good score. As you all know, NAATI is very important. So I will be sharing with you my slides and I will tell you on the screen, you will be seeing what I'm telling you about NAATI. Also, there is one more important thing that if you clear NAATI exam, you can add 5 points to your EOI and that way you can come ahead of everyone in the slot. So let us start today's session. Riddhi, can you help me with the PPT? I think it's not showing. It's showing in my screen, but it's not showing to you.
Are you clicking on the sharing screen icon at the top right?
Yes, yes, and CCL PPT, yeah. But I think it's...
Maybe just stop sharing it and try sharing it again.
Okay, yeah.
And make sure you're sharing the entire screen.
Yeah, it's all done. Yesterday, same thing I did, but I think yesterday also the PPT stopped. So can you check from your side? Can you share it?
Sure.
While we are sharing the PPT, just take a note that NAATI exam is very important and NAATI CCL test is valid for 3 years. So once you give your exam, you can add your EOI 5 points to your EOI till 3 years and you will be able to check your score till 3 years. You can tell immigration to check your score. Now about NAATI. NAATI gives a lot of many questions and exams. So NAATI is taking so many exams, but out of them, CCL is the exam where you need to book and you need to log in for CCL. So once we log in for NAATI, what happens is your NAATI exam will be very much clear to you if you focus on what is the pattern, what is the online platform. So nowadays NAATI has gone online and you can give the exam from the comfort of your home. But being said that it is the comfort of home, there is another thing which you should note, that if you are giving it from the home, you have to learn the online platform, you have to check the cameras, you have 2 cameras to be used in NAATI exam. So just take care that you use the proper camera, this one. Yeah. So now you can see that CCL NAATI is very important and you should always take care of CCL NAATI exam. Yeah, so when you take care of the exam, what happens is when you give the exam from the comfort of your zone, what will happen is I think Riddhi, we have started the share. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I can see the PPT now. Great. So when every one of you knows that what is NAATI, you can give it from the comfort of your home. You need 2 devices, front device and the back device, and you need to connect them. Online exam is this one is an online exam, so you need to approach with the buttons, and you need to take care that your buttons are important, and you need to take care that you use those buttons properly, because if you do any mistake in uploading your answer, it can result into negative marking. Let's talk about CCL. On the screen you can see that Credential Community Language Test, CCL, is an assessment of language abilities at a community level, and it is administered by NAATI, that is National Accreditation Authority for Translators and Interpreters Limited. This test assesses your capabilities for the purpose of getting 5 points for obtaining the permanent residency visa. And you can get based on different point scores are there for based on your English language skill, education, employment, but CCL gives you extra 5 points. Let's see on the next slide what we talk about. We will be talking about CCL test. And when we go to the next slide, you will see that it is the topic which is covered in the CCL test. NAATI does not give you complete vocab about your local language other than English or English. It just covers these many topics, which are business, consumer affairs, employment, health, immigration, settlement, legal, community, education, financial, housing, insurance, and social services. All these topics are covered in the NAATI, and they will give you only dialogues related to these topics given on your screen. Let's go to the next slide, where we will see that the time of the NAATI exam is always Monday to Friday. It is held only on Monday to Friday, and these are online. Candidates overseas can set the exam, and all tests are run on Canberra Australian times. The assessment is completed in mainly 35 minutes, but the exam window is given to you is 3 to 6 hours. So someone who is outside of the Australia, they can check in and they can give the exam according to their convenience, but the exam duration is only 35 minutes. Please note that it may take up to 10 to 15 minutes to complete the setup, but that won't affect your test time. That is totally calculated differently. So once you complete the setup, then your exam starts, and your exam is of 35 minutes. Let's go to next page, where we will see that how to run the online platform and how to give the exam. So when you see the online platform, you will be able to see that previously NAATI was taking exam on Microsoft Teams, but right now the platform has changed and it is now Proctor Exam app. You need to download Proctor Exam app on your computer, but it will be only given to you by NAATI. So 7 days before your exam, you will get a link from where you can download this Proctor Exam app on your computer. Also take care that you need a computer, as the Chrome's plugin is required to share your screen, is only compatible with a laptop or desktop. You cannot give your exam on a phone or a tablet. They can only be used as the secondary camera to show your room and environment. So you need to install a phone or a tablet at the back of you, which will show your camera to them, and that will prove that you are not cheating or you are not using some other methods to give the exam. So you need two cameras. Now installation of Proctor Exam software on your computer is not necessary. However, you are strongly advised to use Google Chrome, so you can run the latest version of our screen sharing extension. So you cannot run NAATI exam on any other browser. You need to download Google Chrome, that too updated version, and you might be required to use the camera of your smartphone or tablet. Note that Huawei P30, Samsung Galaxy A3 2016 and Google Pixel 3 are newer and are not compatible with the Proctor Exam app. So you should not use these three devices, and you can use any other device as a secondary camera to be put on the back of you. Let's check the next slide, where we see that if you find any technical issues, you can take the technical assistance. The test is audio and video recorded, and all suspicious behavior will be flagged and we need clarification. Any breach of the test conditions may result in cancellation of the test, and you are expected to be courteous and respectful towards NAATI support staff before, during, and after the test. Now there will be a live chat available for technical issues during the test. There is a chat bot in the bottom. If you run into some issue, let's say you are not able to listen to the audio or any other technical issues, you are not seeing the camera, so you can request help. The number is given on the screen, and you can email them on the particular site, where after the test also you can request them that you ran into such a technical issue, and then they will check if the issue is there. They might give you a free chance to attempt again, but if they find that there was no issue, they will check whatever you have submitted. So be careful and find out what the issue is, ask them on the chatbot, and then apply for that. Let's see the rules, where candidates should adhere to the following rules while taking the test. Candidates must have a suitable device for the test delivery: computer, laptop, that is a camera, and a microphone. Do not use a mic of inbuilt laptop or devices. Always use mic of an external mic of an earphone or a headphone, and you can use that and use that mic, because that will avoid background noises and other people's noises, and that would give you a distraction free environment. The test location will be checked at the start of the test. So devices, tablets, and other smart devices that are being used to take the test must be turned off. Any other device is not allowed. Do not keep three devices in your room. There should be only two devices, one your laptop or desktop, and the second device will be at the back of you. and that would be connected with your laptop using Proctor exam tool. In order to take the test, candidates will need to provide proof of their identity. So there should be camera, that should be shown to the camera. Always try to use passport or a driver's license, but driver's license, international driver's license is not acceptable. Always use Australian driver's license. And if there is any doubt, there might be a doubt for the identity of the test taker, and the test results will not be issued. The video of the test will be recorded and reviewed prior to the test performance being assessed. Any non-compliance to NAATI's test policy may result in the test being invalidated. All candidates will be required to be online and logged into the session at the time advised. If you are late, you will not be tested during the exam. So take care to log in on the time given to you by NAATI. They will always convey the message by email to you. So always check your email whenever you are giving your exam. Let's go to the next page where we will see that what is the test format of NAATI. Test consists of two dialogues. In this you will be given two dialogues, dialogue number 1 and dialogue number 2. They are general conversations between between an English speaker and a native language other than English speaker, which is known as LOTE, speaker LOTE. Each dialogue carries approximately 300 words and with about half in English and half in the other language. The dialogues are divided into segments. Maybe these segments could be 35 words or less, and there could be 12 to 18 segments in your exam. These dialogues reflect true to life situations that could happen in Australian society and are designed to check whether the candidate can understand and speak both the languages. They are not checking your knowledge, they are just giving you a language, you have to translate that. They can give you dialogue for general situation, let's say PTV Mikey or parent teachers meeting or like that, whatever topics are given by the NAATI. Over 40 other foreign languages are also included in the list of recognized languages such as Arabic, French, German, Gujarati, Hindi, Punjabi, Tamil and many more. So you can give your exam in any of these languages. Now when we go to the next page, we will see that how to attempt the exam if your test format is like this, what to do and how to attempt the exam. When we go to the next page, yeah, you will see the making criteria, test marking criteria, and you will see that this test marking criteria consists of two dialogues and each dialogue carries 45 marks. And in order to pass the test, a candidate requires at least 29 marks in each dialogue and an overall score of 63 out of 90. The result of the CCL test will be given as pass. If you get 63 out of 90, you will be considered as pass. But if you are scoring between 58 and 62.5, it is marginal fail, and less than 58 clear fail. What is the utility of marginal fail? If you are scoring between, if you are getting a marginal fail in exam, you can request for reappearing or rechecking of your exam. In situations where a candidate is getting 64, it should be considered pass. But if another dialogue is not 29, it will be fail. So in situations where a candidate achieved 23 out of 45 in dialogue 1 and 41 out of 45 in dialogue 2 and an overall score is 65, the result is a clear fail. Why? Because the candidate hasn't achieved required score in dialogue 1, which is 29. So that could give a clear fail. So just take care, dialogue 1 minimum 29 required, dialogue 2 again minimum 29 required, but when it totals up it will be only 58, but you need 63 to cross to pass the exam and to gain 5 points. Great. Next, let's go to the next page where we will see that what is deductive marking. NAATI requires your translation in two forms, quality and register. So your language quality and language register would be perfect. It is the formality with which a candidate transfers the meaning. Means you should not give your answer in a robotic manner. You should give your answer in a idiomatic manner in which a native speaker would talk. Like if I tell you that do not translate word by word, and that is required. Second thing, deductive marking involves 4 distortions, 4 things, 4 errors could be considered for fail. Error number 1 is accuracy, error number 2 distortions, next omission and insertions. If you are doing these errors in translation, you will be awarded fail if you do any 3 of these. Out of these 4, any 3 together in one dialogue. So just take care of your errors and do not go for deductive marking. Translate as perfectly as possible. Let's go to the next test. next page, and where we will see that what are the buttons that are used during the exam. There are only 4 buttons. Online platform is very simple. Just press the record button, that would be a red circle, and if you press that, segment will be played. There is no nothing on your screen, only audio will come, and an audio will come in front of you, and you'll have to just translate that after the beep. So once the segment is played, there will be a beep, and then say your translation. After saying your translation, click stop. The next button is stop. If you click stop after your translation, the audio will be, your answer will be uploaded, and then you can click next, and you will be given another segment. Again, record, stop, next, record, stop, next. And when you finish dialogue number 1, click submit, and dialogue 2 will begin. Again, record, stop, next, like that. So these are only 4 buttons required from NAATI for you, but you have some other policies, tools which you can use apart from these buttons. Let's see on the next page what are the tools given by NAATI and how you can use them. There are 2 tools, repeat and correction tool. Repeat tool means whatever you have heard and by mistake you miss some segment, some part of the segment, you can play that segment again. You may repeat any segment before you begin your interpretation. In such instance, the whole segment will be repeated. First repetition in each dialogue may be requested without penalty. However, any further request for repetitions may be penalized by the examiner. Means first repeat incomplete one dialogue. For example, you are giving parent teachers meeting dialogue conversation, and in that there are 12 segments. Out of 12, only one segment you can take repeat for free. After that, if you repeat in any other segment or in that segment again, there will be -1 marking. So that would be penalized by the examiner. But that is not the case with the correction tool. In the correction tool, you can, if you have made an error, you can just say sorry or correction and rectify your answer and say it again. But what will happen if you are taking a lot of repeat and lot of corrections, the complete dialogue can go to fail. So although NAATI is giving repeat and correction, there is a limit. For final examiner, you should give 2-3 repeat in one dialogue max you can take, and 2-3 corrections. So lengthy pauses and repeated reworking of segments will be viewed as distracting significantly from the dynamics of the test task, and you can get a fail if you are using a lot of repeated corrections. 5 or 6 you can take total. 3 repeat, 3 corrections. Yeah. Let's go to the next page where we see what are the tips and tricks to crack NAATI exam. There are mainly 2 tricks. Other than that, there are many, but today I'll be sharing with you main 2 tricks. That is note making and visualization. You can see note making is very simple. You can write down your notes on a paper. You are allowed to take a paper and a pen, but do not take any other third device to note down your notes. You can just take a A4 size paper, write down your notes while you listen to the audio. And for example, you can write how are you, HRU, or today you can write 2D, like that. So make your notes and then translate your answer. Visualization, see, when the audio is very fast, it is not possible to write all the words in notes. So here comes the role of memory. Students need to sharpen their memory by remembering most of the words of the segments. It becomes a habit with practice. It is suggested to students that they should write only keywords and visualize rest of the sentences. So you can visualize the sentence, divide it into phrases, and then translate. These are the tricks for clearing NAATI exam, and we will see how to clear the NAATI very easily. Let's go to the next page where we see vocabulary. Not a lot of vocabulary word is required. You can use any vocabulary. For example, synonyms you can use. NAATI is not particular about using hi-fi vocab, but if you use a vocab which distracts the meaning, then a lot of marks are cut. So use a particular vocab which conveys the proper meaning. So that here comes the role where you need to learn words related to housing, insurance, education, and so on, and focus on the words which native speakers used in the conversation of our daily lives. Let's go to the next page where we will see about how to book the test. Go to My NAATI site. There you have to register. Once your registration process is done, the application is processed, which can take up to 7 business days, and you will receive an email stating the outcome. If successful, you will be able to make payment and select a test date. And once you give the test date, you have to pay for it, which is 880 Australian dollars. And then you have to give the test, and then results will be sent to you within 4 to 6 weeks of the test date, and they are valid for 3 years from the date of issue. And once you clear the exam, you will get 5 points for it. Let's go to the next page where we will see about CCL tutorials. Our CCL tutorials helps you very especially to prepare for NAATI exam. There are if you prepare for the NAATI CCL test in a much better and an adjustable approach, you can get detailed information regarding the application process, the scoring pattern. You can learn further with us with online or in-class facilities. It is your convenience that drives us to be better each day. With us, test takers can avail CCL practice test in 8 local languages, that is Hindi, Punjabi, Mandarin, Nepali, Vietnamese, Urdu, Persian, and Tamil. We help you to get the best tailored strategy to help you in the long run. You will get trained with lots of exam questions, online practices, questions, and more. It also offers plenty of study sources. You will be able to identify weak areas and improve with the help of further expert feedback. And online coaching we are providing with Hindi, Punjabi, and Tamil for the time being. And you can enroll in our online coaching and take help from our experts. They can guide you where you are missing. They can tell you about deductive marking and help you with the online platform. So join our coaching for clearing the exam. Let's go to the next page where we'll see what is our online coaching. It is a 2 months intensive live interactive class Monday to Friday, 1 hour every day, and there are 7 mock tests that could be provided to you for practice, and video recordings of the classes are available after the class. Free dialogues are there to practice, evaluation by the experts, complimentary access to our vocabulary bank, telegram group access where experts are there to help you throughout the day, 24 hours of the day, and the price of our coaching is Australian dollars 199. Let's go to the next page where we see batch timings. Batches are uh, starting from Monday to Friday 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Australian Canberra times, and Monday to Friday 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. again Australian Canberra times. You can join our batches and you can contact us for enrolling on the further information written in front of you. You can contact us on WhatsApp, Telegram, or on our website, or you can email us at info@ccltutorials.online. And on the next page you will see what platforms we are using. We are using Telegram, we are using YouTube, and we are on Facebook. You can contact us anywhere. And in the last, I would like to share the last page of my screen where I'm telling you that there is an offer going on. Join our coaching now and you can save a lot. And on the last page you see that there is a link which I'm sharing with you. You can share your reviews on this link and you can contact us at this phone number. And thank you everyone for joining the session now. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. I will actually drop the review link in the comment section of this chat. And we have a upcoming session, which is our final session of the conclave. So make sure to join that Q&A. It's with our expert registered migration agents. And we'll see you in the future live sessions that we have on our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Leave your suggestions for us in the review link as well if there's something that we didn't cover and you'd like to see during the conclave. Thank you so much, Renee, for sharing your insights with us about CCL. And thank you everyone for taking the time out during your day.
Riddhi, can we take some questions as we have some time? So if someone wants to ask some question to me, I can just take 5 questions.
Yeah. So listeners, if you have any questions, can you please drop them in the comments over here?
Okay. Well, I was checking some questions. So yeah, someone asked me what is the validity of the test. It is obviously 3 years, and you can check your test for that. And someone was asking about our coaching. So yes, we do provide online coaching as well. So you can take the coaching from us from the comfort of your zone and from your home, and you can enroll for our coaching, and you can check with our email ID and you can drop your email to us. We'll be in touch with you. And also we provide some special coaching where we are giving you special access to the vocabulary bank. Apart from that, we check your translations, and we tell you how you should connect your secondary device with the front device. You can talk to our expert tutors where they will guide you whether you are connecting properly or whether you are missing on something, or is the angle of your device correct. Also, there are some rules which will be shared to you in the class, such as you should close your room and you should not contact with any person in during the test session. You cannot leave your room of half an hour test session. Then we will be explaining you about deductive marking, and so there are so many things in our online coaching which can help you to score full. Until date, our result from online coaching is 100% pass. So whoever have joined our coaching, they have, all of them have passed. So we are providing 100% pass result. So if you want to join with us, you can message us on our website.
All right. Thank you so much for that input, Rini. We'll see you all again. Thank you. And don't forget to leave your reviews.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Riddhi. Thank you, everyone.